New into the lab is the NuX Bumblebee Pedalboard. Let's see how it checks out with the Fractal hardware on the lab. This is the NuX NPB-L pedalboard. It's their large version. It's called the Bumblebee because this has become a pretty popular pedalboard with the Fractal users because it'll hold an FC-6 or an FM3 along with another pedal beside it, and it's very lightweight, so it gives you a great way to get your pedalboard to the gig. This is made out of anodized aluminum, very strong and very lightweight. It weighs about 3.7 pounds depending on how many slats you use, and that's the cool thing because you can add or remove slats to meet your configuration. So just using an Allen wrench on the side, you can add or take away these platform rails that they give you. They even give you a little bit of cable management on the back if you need that. So in all, it's very lightweight. You can stand on this thing, no problem keeping up with pressing down on your pedals. So let's see what it looks like with some hardware in place. Here's a look at the Bumblebee with an FM3, a Fractal EV-2 expression pedal, and a NuX 2-button foot switch. A smaller pedal like the EV-2 works great in the space, and the whole pedal board in this configuration weighs in at 13 pounds. Here's a look at the Bumblebee with an FC-6 and a Fractal EV-2 expression pedal. This configuration is about 12 pounds. The board comes with a roll of legit 3M dual lock to connect your gear to the board, so things should stay in place great. It ships with 8 platform rails, so there are plenty for a double-decker setup if that's what you're going for. With this configuration of the platform rails, there's clearance to access the ports on the FM3 and the FC-6, although if you need to use the MIDI ports on the FM3, you'll probably want to go with right-angle connectors. The large NuX Bumblebee is really a medium-sized pedalboard in my opinion. For the purposes of Fractal gear, it's ideally suited to hold an FM3 or an FC-6 along with a small expression pedal and perhaps some additional switches depending on your needs and your shoe size. So with this size board, you're not building a huge pedalboard, but this setup will provide you a means to keep your more expensive gear off of the stage floor and give you a plug-and-play setup as the volume pedal and switches are wired and ready to go. The bag that comes with the Bumblebee is fairly rugged and should hold up to a lot of transport. It does have some padding, and for the price, it's much nicer than you'd expect the included bag to be. There's a little extra space, so if you have some pedal overhang or an extra tall setup, you should be okay. So in conclusion, this has become my new favorite pedalboard. This is what I'll be using to get my FM3 or FC6 back and forth to practice in the gigs. So if you want to check this out, I put an Amazon link down below. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the lab.